What's the deal?
How are we today? What's going on, everyone? So glad to be back. Kind of excited for this week. Florida teams are winning in hockey, winning in basketball. Heat about to sweep the Celtics. Almost. Anyway, anyone take any trades out this week? By the way, if you guys want, you can open up your cams and your mics. If you open up your cam, you're going to be on screen, and then whoever's going to rewatch this recorded on YouTube, you're going to be visible.
Been talking while I'm on mute.
Yeah, so keep that in mind. Okay, while you're on mute. Awesome. Nice. That's what I picture everyone doing. Like, I don't really know what everyone's doing on mute on the other side of the mic, but I just picture everyone just getting lit out of their minds, or just smoking on something. Smoking on something.
Some good shit.
I don't see a Zoom link. What do you mean? Same place as always. Where you at, Bowser?
Wix, you got the music fixed.
Yeah, I got the music fixed. I fixed that last week. It was working for Zoom on, I think, on like Wednesday and Thursday. Nothing going on today. Nope. Yeah, holiday tomorrow. Alright. Seems clear. We're good to go. We got 20,000 candles now. This is crazy. The daily, we closed bullish. This isn't bad, but here's the thing. We closed bullish respecting this little resistance. We might range for the session.
Look on the weeklies. It looks like it could reject quite a lot.
Yeah, it could reject this area, but for it
That
to
whole
reject, it's not just going to start driving down now. It's got to grab liquidity. It's got to play around here on the 4 hour, on the 1 hour. So that's why I think we're going to range here. But the good thing is we've kind of created a range here. We have a resistance, and we have a support. Right. Well, support is really more down here. We've rejected off of, and resistance is really more over here, but we'll adjust that as we jump down on the time frames. We're still gonna be bullish because the daily closed bullish, and we still need to follow the rules of having a range 2 breakout for sells. So if we're gonna have any sells, we're probably gonna need to form a support below this area, below 1974.312. How that can happen is we would need to close below there, form a support, and then reject off a resistance to drive down and break the support. So if we can come down here, right, I would want us to form a little support. Ideally respect this area. Once we have a support here, it'll be this whole area is going to be a 5-minute range, and then once we start closing back below here, right, over here, we can look for these positions on these closures below the range to head down and retest the previous lows. So this is our range 2 breakout. It would probably be at this area, but for now, it's either going to be here, or I'm going to drop down to the 30 and see where the support here is on the 30. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, It might be as high as this area here because of the 5. Oh wait, this is the one. Sorry. So if we go down to the 5 here, yeah, it might be over here. We'll see what happens. We'll see how it forms. It might be over here. We'll see how we close below here. That's why we don't know if it's off the rip or if it's most likely there's nothing below here off the rip. We'd have to see structure form. Right now we're just in a range. All right. So that was the hourly, but if we drop down to the 5, let's get rid of this move. Let's see how we drive down here. Okay, so we might have sells in this area, in this entire range here, but we would need it wouldn't be on this hourly. It would be on the next hourly, and it would really depend on how we drive down through this whole area. Okay. When it comes to the buys, wait, where's our daily flip here? 1977.7. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So where the daily flip is, below this area, once the daily flips bearish, we have a chance of having some sells, but it really depends on how it flips bearish, how the hourly closes below here. So that we're gonna have to wait for. Outside of that, it sells. This is our range 2 breakout. It sells below here. Right now, the way the daily candle closed, I would expect this to come down here, break the current daily lows, get a bottom wick, and then drive up. All right. I would expect to retest these highs here, yeah. 1984 before driving down. If we don't do that, then we'll see the closures. That's what I was saying, 1977.77. If we'll see the closures on the higher time frame, we'll see the 4-hour close here. It'll either close bearish, back in range, never breaking the previous 4-hour high, or it's going to come down, make a bottom wick, and drive up. Like this is what if we close like this, bullish like this, we might see the next 4-hour, like we always discuss, come down, grab liquidity. Right, for this 4-hour, and then start driving up. Grab liquidity in this whole area where we haven't. So we got 45 minutes here. We'll see if this flips and how it closes. That's going to be key. Very interesting how the daily is beginning today. This whole area. Look at this whole rejection area over here.
Could be in for some fucking about.
Yeah, there's a lot of wicks in this area. Look at that. So, really want to get out of there. We really want to be either above this wick or back below these wicks. Look at this. This whole area is a joke. Alright. It's alright. We know how to avoid it. Know how to take advantage of it. We're still bullish, so see where we can get some buys.
I was telling you guys a couple of weeks ago that I was thinking about possibly trying prop firms, but I've actually decided I'm gonna let that go.
I was gonna say, how's that going for you? What up, Bowser? What up, Joey? Why are you letting that go?
Just because, I mean, trading's hard enough as it is. I mean, that's the thing. And for them to put stipulations on you on how to trade or when you can trade around news, you can't trade around news, you can't hold for the weekend. I mean, it's just too much red tape there for me.
Yeah, it makes sense, I guess.
I started mine on Tuesday, and I'm up.
How's that going?
But I'm 30% up on it,
Awesome.
and I haven't lost a trade on it out of 15 trades.
That's
nice.
awesome, man.
Very nice. I'm thinking of doing something on that. Doing some material on that. So, all right, we're gonna look for buys above this area, but I need the hourly to close here. So, hold on.
So I said something really stupid then. I said I'm 30% up. I'm not. I'm 30% towards the goal.
Towards the goal, you're 3% up.
Yeah, 3%.
Bowser said he's doing birthday cake. I don't even want to ask about that.
What does that mean, birthday cake?
It could mean something totally different than what I'm thinking.
If we, let's see. This 30 came up here, grabbed liquidity for the previous 30, and now broke its lows. I think we're gonna come down, fill this range down. Highly likely we might get some sells on the next hourly. Really key how the 4-hour closes. If the 4-hour closes bear, but in 40 minutes from now, we'll have some sells in the next hourly. If it doesn't, we might break these lows here for the previous 4-hour. Come back down below 1977 and still come up and drive up. Might just be a liquidity grab to drive up. So disclosure's key. I don't think I'm gonna trade here until 9 p.m. So we got some time.
Time to kill.
On in a minute doing birthday cake. My son's happy birthday to you. Yeah, happy birthday to your son. For real. W. Dad, why'd you miss my birthday? I was trading with Wixnot. You're never there.
Yeah, but we got to
trading
watch
comes
Asian
first.
Session Range again.
Yeah. Missed everything.
Always remember, son, trading comes first.
Yeah. Facts. There's Don today. Oh, what? I'm locked out. Can't do this to me.
Wix, did you ever join Raja's Solidity before?
No.
You guys hear me good or no?
We hear you.
Yeah, it'd
All
be
right.
good.
So I got my earbud in.
Welcome.
I got one earbud in.
We hear you. See you.
Here he is.
All right, so I'm holding a short from 1980.4. Let's see. I'm at break even though.
I mean, hold on. You just entered?
Well, I'm in a short. No, I entered about 750 or something like that. Yeah, around 750. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. We'll see.
Small stops.
Yeah. I'm already like right above my entry. We'll see. It was my 20-year-old's birthday. This is his last birthday we celebrate.
Well, happy birthday to him.
Yeah. I got him some dishes for his apartment and some pots and pans.
Is he moving out by himself or with like a girlfriend?
Nah, he's got a girl and he's got a roommate. He be working full time for 2 years now, so he's good.
That's awesome.
He's got more money than me. So I'm like, you gotta go.
Not for long.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Not for long.
Not once his short comes in.
Yeah.
Not as soon as this TP hits. We in there.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah.
We broke the previous hourly low, so I mean, and high probability the 4-hour flips or the next 4-hour breaks it slow. So I think you're good here on the position.
What I was thinking was,
how long are you gonna
you
wait
see-
for it? You know what I mean? You might see it trickle down. You might see some drawdown, but overall,
yeah. I was looking at that 6 p.m. candle with no wick. So I was kind of looking like around there, like 75, 74, 76, hopefully.
ambitious.
At 1 hour.
Could happen.
Yeah. But I wanted it to happen before 9 o'clock because everything could change at 9.
Yeah, I don't think we're moving before 9. I think 9 is going to be your
Push.
moves. I think we're gonna range here till for the 4-hour close. You'd want it to move right now. You'd want the 4-hour to flip now. You don't want to guess the in uncertainty of the next 4-hour. Right?
Mm. Wow.
All right, guys, I'm going to try to open my cam up and show y'all a good looking dude.
Cool. I'm ready.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go, man. It didn't open. Oh, wait a minute. The hell didn't do it.
Hit it.
There we go.
Cool. Yeah. No, I weren't ready for that.
Yeah,
Hit
Mr.
the
Clean here,
camera
baby.
real quick. Oh, there he is. Yeah. What's going on, man? It's a good size. There you go.
Just nobody make fun of my big head and we'll be okay.
Oh, there we go. You live in the U.S.?
Yeah, I'm in the U.S. Yeah. Louisville, Kentucky.
Nice. Yeah, I'm up in Massachusetts. Boston. Main streets of Boston.
Might end up going down 3-zip tonight.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't pay attention to those, but good for them. Yeah, hey, hopefully they win one at least.
Where don't embarrass the city now.
Amen.
If y'all remember a couple of years ago, where that girl Breonna Taylor got killed, it was during that Floyd stuff going on. Y'all remember
Mm.
that?
Yeah,
That's here in
Yeah.
my hometown.
Oh wow.
I mean, this is where it happened at.
it's crazy. That's what the cops ran in there, right?
Yeah.
I think cops
Yeah,
shot.
what it was, she was an EMS worker. You know, she drove an ambulance, and her boyfriend was a drug dealer or something like that,
Yeah,
and
she
they
was just in the
barged.
wrong house at the wrong time.
Yeah, they broke in through the door and was trying to get him, and she got up and tried to stop them. They killed her.
Man.
Yeah, I remember that.
I thought that was the one where they went into the wrong house, but they were in the right house. They just
Yeah, they was in the right
ended up
house.
making.
They just shot her by accident. They shot her in the dark, is what happened. The lights were off.
Oh man, that's
Yeah,
horrible.
they about destroyed the city over.
Mm.
Yeah, I remember that.
Probably people rioting.
Hannity was live on location. I remember that. Oh, here we go. They're about to start. Nice. This is good for you. Driving down. See if this can flip and stay down, right? You want a bearish
Yeah,
close.
on the 1 hour.
Well, Bowser wants a bearish close on the 4.
Before. Yeah.
Because if this 4 flips, high likelihood the next 4 continues down. And this way, this is your then the resistance that you've just rejected off to head down to retest the lows here. I wouldn't mind retesting the lows. Look at all this range we have to drive to the left.
That's what I like. That's what I want to retest the lows. I'm still bullish, but I want them to go lower and then be bullish. Oh shit! Wait, hold on.
This is a lot of range right here. Clean. Gonna need a 5-minute closure below. I'd rather take sells than buys because they're just looking cleaner, but we need to break quite a few ranges to get these sells in. We need the 4-hour to close bearish, the next 4-hour to make a top wick.
It's not looking good there, is it?
It looks like I think we're gonna range here for the evening, but to be honest with you, but I don't want to like destroy your hopes of the evening. But if we drive down, we drive down. We'll take advantage of it. Like right now, there's volume, right? You just don't want to be in a trickle up, trickle down situation sitting here. Want a nice clean drive. What was the entry, Bowser? You got at least 10, 15 pips? Oh, you're on mute.
80-33. Yeah, 80-33 was my entry. Time is at 8:30.
Oh yeah, you got like 15 pips there.
Yeah. Don't be greedy. I'm gonna put my stop. There. In profit.
Careful, 30-minute close, no bottom wick.
Yeah.
Come up here. 1 hour though has one, so like the 1 hour might come down. Retest 77.4 here, and then come back up, which will give the 4 hour a bottom wick and still close it bullish. So anything can happen here. As I said, we should wait for the 4 hour. We're gonna have ranges printed or cleared.
Yeah.
Oh, good D.
That Powell speech made a huge, what, 1 hour was it? Yeah, 1 hour. 200. How many pips was that?
It's good. It cleared out range. It cleared out all those orders. Now when we get, now every time we come back through here, you just drive.
That was like a 1 hour, 275 pips. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, I seen it when it was up at like 1980. I was like, oh man.
Straight after he was waiting for sales.
Yeah, exactly.
5 minutes, 160 pips. 10 minutes.
It's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, you might get your stops hit. Yeah, previous 30 had no bottom wick. Survive this, and it reflips, rebreaks its lows. You'll be good to go with runners for the evening. So we reached these highs across the board. We reached this high right here with price coming up, retesting and drove down here, right? We just reached this high across here. So I'd expect us to come down, fill the range down here the same way it did here. And this is our move down right here. That's technically the move we want to see. That's where we want to be in. This area. Let's see how we close, because that's the hourly, but we can have the 5 hour, or the 5 minute form like this, the 30, the 15, as long as we hit all those price points. It's really not about how these candles close, because you see this wick is really hitting the price point where we didn't wick till we just price drove there, stayed there. So as long as we hit these prices, it's more important than actually how those candles form there. But the closures are key. At those levels, the closures are key. But let's say this 4 hour doesn't flip. closes bullish. Or it does flip, creates a bottom wick here, but doesn't drive and still closes bullish. Look at this across the board. So this area. So this closes bullish. Highly likely. Highly likely. We see a bottom wick to somewhere in these areas that I just drew. Somewhere in these boxes, right? Somewhere in these areas. So 1976 area, 1977 area. Right? And once you get this bottom wick here, I think we'll be going on with our daily bias, and then everything would make sense above here. Right? At that point we're filling at that point we're filling clean range here to the left. Right? Look how much clean range there is to go up as well. But we're gonna get an indication of what the daily is gonna do based on the 4 hour, the 1 hour, and we're gonna take advantage of the 1 hour at that point based on the 5 minute. So those are really key levels. But this is anything right here, 78, 76, 78 to 76 is it's a high liquidity area. We can grab orders there and drive straight up.
Yeah, I closed half and put my other half in profit. Oh, good.
Makes sense.
Yeah, a little harder.
The issue I'd have here is you didn't have a range to breakout yet, right? So you're trading against the bias, so you're not really looking for runners. You're really looking to secure what you can. Because what are the chances, like long term, what are the chances of you guessing that the market is actually turning around here, right?
Yeah.
In the long term, you probably you'll be better off, you'll be more profitable if you collect your profits sooner going against the daily bias.
No, definitely.
Then chances of it running are much less than if you're taking that runner with the daily bias.
Yeah.
I try to secure my position sooner against the daily bias.
Yeah. That's right. Got it. Yeah, because I think this 9 o'clock will definitely take the high at least, maybe.
It needs to get out of this range where it's at right now.
Yeah. Yep.
Yo, either we got a puppy or my kid's a ventriloquist. What the fuck is going on? Hold on a second. They're playing some crazy game on the phone, and she just has her friend on speakerphone, and her friend is the puppy. That's crazy. Friends making puppy noises. Oh. USD 12.9. Yeah, there's no point of even watching this game or rooting for anything in this game until it's like the third or the fourth quarter. Both teams are like teams of runs. Like the Heat can score like 12 in a row. Boston's can score 20 in a row, no problem. Ooh. Nasty from the corner. Just like that, it's 14-0. Just like that, it's 16-14.
How much you got left in the game?
They just started. It's the first quarter.
What?
Oh, nice.
There we go. We're coming back up here.
Yeah.
Stops
I'm
get
out.
hit?
No, I've been out. I got out. So I had to use my phone. I mean, I could use the computer too, but already on my phone I had it, so I just used it.
The hourly might flip here. We got 15 left to go in the 4 hour. We close bullish like this on the 4 hour. I'm still gonna expect to come up. So bottom wick, we re-break on the next 4 hour. On the next hourly, we re-break 1977. We break that low and come back up. We're gonna have some positions above 1981. If it starts forming, I still expect us to come down, fill the range to 77, as that would be the bottom wick for the next hourly candle, the next 4 hour candle. That happens. Once it gets up there, I might stay longer. If it starts forming like that, I might stay a little bit longer for the stream.
Yeah, I had like 10 pips on my first one and like 9 or 8 second one. So yeah. No trade.
Dub's a dub.
W. I got like this big resistance area here. 81 to 77 that we've been trading in. I think it was like an old support turned resistance. Let me see. This Monday. Lost my mic. Right there. You know what I was watching earlier? Don's trading nut episode when he was doing the trading on the Forex simulator. I was watching that this morning. I've never seen it.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. That was like 2 years ago. It's so funny.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I love watching Don, but sometimes when he gets excited, I can't understand what he's saying.
When he was doing that auctioning thing on Friday, that was hilarious.
It's funny.
Yeah, sometimes it's kind of tough to get what he's saying. I'm like, slow down a little bit.
guys are listening too slow.
Is that what it is?
It is. You speak normally. You guys listen too slow. Is the buys above line going to need to wait for a closure and a new range formed? Yes, but we might form that range before we close above there. So let's see. Let's wait on the hourly. It's the last 15 of the 4 hour, right? 4 hours been driving up. In order for us to continue up, this 4 hour needs to have this wick. So I expect us not to drive any further up right now. I'd expect us to stick here through this next 15 minutes. Maybe retest the highs, right? But stay in this range. I don't expect us to close above 1981 on the 4 hour, but I do expect us to close bullish, and then I expect the 30 or 15 to close above 81. It's honestly, it's looking like it will be like this, but let's see. Yeah, if the 4 hour closes above 81, I'd want the next 4 hour to come down at around 77, 78 areas before I would be in a position. Because then at that point, if it comes back up and closes at 71 again, that's a lot of liquidity to just grab. But if it doesn't, then no harm, no foul, right? You don't have any risk on the table. It never came back up above there, and then you can continue looking bearish. Yeah, W Bowser. Seven 0 run for the Heat. Yeah, it was an ugly shot. What was that? Hey gang, chill out. We got 10 minutes till the 4 hour close. Grab a sandwich, do something, go smoke a cigarette. Go smoke a joint, do whatever.
Another one.
Man,
Right,
I'm trying to quit.
Another one.
Trying to quit my cigarettes. I got these little Zen pouches.
Zen
It's
pouch.
my first day. Yeah, my first day today.
Hitting.
Yeah, I got the 3 milligrams. I put a 6 milligram in. Oh my god, my mouth was burning.
That's crazy.
I was like, no. Yeah, it's time. I've been smoking too long. I don't want to die.
What you gonna do here, 1 hour?
What the fuck?
Be nice if the hourly closes bare, but above 80.4 here, because this nice 1 hour level here, right?
Mhm.
Draw this across. If it closes bare here,
Back in.
but respects this area, right? If it just closes like this,
Mm.
then we can have our hourly celery to retest the highs, because the hourly range is here to here. We break
You'd
this
get
high
at
here.
least that candle.
Yeah, but our indication of that is the hourly closing above this area. If the hourly closes below it, that idea is kind of scrapped here. That Boston pack. That Paul Pierce. It's funny. Got that Jason Tatum, huh? That was a good shot. Let's see if the hourly can close above here. It'd be very interesting. If it does, I'd be pretty convinced we're heading up. After a bottom wick on the next hourly. Right. Have a fall in line with all these wicks here, wicking down and then driving up. Got 5 minutes. Looks like we're gonna look for this bullish move on the next hourly.
Mm. Yep.
Oof. It's crazy. Daily still has no bottom wick. Would that be an issue for buys going up? No, that's what we discussed. We discussed that we want the daily to flip here. That's why I said I want the 77 level tapped here. 78 to 76, anywhere in that area, right? Because then we'd break the previous 4-hour low, which would also be the daily here, right? And if we do that on the next 4-hour, right? If the next 4-hour come down, make a bottom wick, right? If it comes down, makes a bottom wick here and then drives up, we want to be in the body of this 4-hour candle, right? But we don't want to be in that body of the 4-hour candle until we get this bottom wick here. And if we get this bottom wick, this would be a wick on the daily as well. See, at that point, the daily here we'll have a bottom wick.
And if it continued, you'd start considering it to be bearish anyway, would you not?
And if it continues, then yeah, then we never get that flip back up again. And then, like I said, no harm, no foul. Right? We're just going to look for more bearish moves.
Is that the saying of the week?
What was that for the week?
The saying of the week, no harm, no foul.
Oh yeah, saying of the week. This was look how the weekly is too. We closed back below range. We get a top wick here, so maybe we come up for Monday or Tuesday as the top wick, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday we drive the rest of the week down to fill that wick. Yeah.
Yeah, similar. Yeah.
So maybe today we come up.
Come up to like 2,000.
Tomorrow we find a resistance, right? Maybe range a little. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we start heading back down for the rest of the week. So even though we might look for some bearish, for some bullish momentum here, overall, I think by the end of the week, we might come down with the way the weekly closed. It's just be a top wick.
This week's gonna be a little weird too because we got 5 weeks in May, so it's like a couple days split week next week.
Well, nothing changes day in and day out.
Yeah.
For our purposes, nothing changes.
Yeah.
All right, we got less than a minute, 30 seconds in this 4 hour. It's gonna close bullish. The hourly is closing above the range that we marked off earlier, right? So we could get rid of that. Look at the liquidity it grabbed. Yeah, we get a 5-minute closure above here. We're gonna look for some buys. Back here, I want to see how clean the ranges are. A closure here. Let's see if this hourly gives us a bottom wick. Look how we pointed out the last 30-minute. Remember, it had no bottom wick. This one might close bullish. It just gave a bottom wick and then closed very bullish. Built the whole range back up. We really need to come down here. You look for our closure with no volume. There's volume. I mean, the candles are moving. They're not moving bad either, right? The thing is, if we break the 4-hour low, the previous 4-hour low here that we kept pointing out, and we do come back up here, it's gonna be a quick drive up. if it is a liquidity grab below, below this candle, below 77.7, we break that, and if we're destined to come back up, it'll drive back up after the liquidity grab. It won't trickle up. It's not like you're gonna sit there and wait for it. Oh, now we gotta come back up. No, it'll typically happen pretty quickly, within a few candles, within a few 5-minute candles.
Oh dear.
But try coming up here.
It's coming up a bit. Sleep at life.
Okay, 5 close above here. Might fill the range up. Where do we have more range? Let's see.
Quite choppy on the 5, isn't it? All the way.
You're gonna see it on the higher time frame. Next range here. Yeah, that's good.
The 15 don't look too bad actually. To fill that bit
Well, it's gotta close
above that
but
that next little.
I still
yeah.
think we need a steeper wick. I'm not gonna take no positions. This isn't the wick. This isn't it for the 4-hour. You know what I mean? Look at the 4-hour.
Yeah.
This is a 3-pip wick on a 4-hour candle. If it is, great, and I just won't be in it if it just drives up here, and I'll wait till above 1986. But if it does, then we'll be in there. First, we need a steep bottom wick. I'm okay with missing positions. I'd rather be more confident in them. This is for anyone. This level here is for anyone that's planning to trade for London or through the night. If we keep breaking up above here, these are the best buys I see. Much better than the ones at 81. Oh. So let's see how we form here. If it does drive through here, That's probably how I might end up staying longer. If it just flips here and drives and clears out this range, as it comes back, I might want to take buys to retest the highs that it's yet to make, that it's about to make here. Or I'm going to wait for some closures above 86.8.79. Mic's too loud. Think so?
That's all right.
Well, turn it down. Turn the volume down a bit.
Compared to like the stream volume, it sounds good. Is mine okay, or is it really loud? Because I was trying to test it. I didn't want it coming out
good.
too loud.
You're good, Jack.
Y'all's mics are fine.
Yeah, no, that's on YouTube. It might be loud on YouTube, maybe in relation to the music. Oh, how did he give that up? He had a layup. Oh, we got a 3 instead. Oh, we up 12, baby. Everything going the Heat way. Like, he gave up an open layup right under the rim, threw it out to a deep 3, like a 30-foot 3, and nailed it. It's one of those nights when that happens. Boston's a team of runs. All they need is a good third quarter, and they're always in the game. All right, coming down here. Let's see if we can grab some liquidity, form a 5-minute range here. Oh, this is good. Coming back down into range. Jimmy Butler's on the bench and they're fucking smacking Boston right now. It's crazy. 15 is gonna close bear, respecting this resistance here in a minute and a half. Well, looking like it is, might not. What happened? Everything okay? Love you. Go, go, go. I guess. We're gonna have about 12 pips. So I'm gonna look for above 83.12 here. If this 4-hour comes down and breaks the previous 4-hour, I'm gonna look for closures above 83.12. Yeah, 15 closed bear and respecting resistance.
So that could end up quite nice if it does what you're saying, right?
Well, yeah, if it comes down, the thing is, we have this entire 4-hour during which it could come back up. If it breaks this previous 4-hour low, it could happen anytime before 1 a.m., right? So.
And typically, do you find that candle pattern, you know, where it's sort of done that celery on the 4-hour, and then it's got that candle, when it grabs the liquidity on this wick like it might now do you find that happens quite regularly? I see that pattern all the time.
I don't find that it happens regularly. I find that when it does happens, the trades go in our direction.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I was
pretty
meaning.
accurate that when it does happen, the trades are winners.
Yeah, that
Ooh, damn,
that pattern.
How about this area?
Ooh. Yeah.
We didn't have a celery play. We never broke this high.
But you see the last three.
This would have had to break here for the celery.
No, but I got you. But you see, like those, you got that bullish one, and then the small bearish. Yeah. Well, it's not. Yeah, that pattern, and then when it comes down for this bottom wick on the next candle, I find
I don't know if this happens a lot, but I know that if this happens and then breaks this high,
yeah,
very highly likely that you're going to fill this range up to here. Right? And it's the liquidity grab off of here. And you know what's funny? Like, people have different names for calling these things, right? Like, for resistance, some people see a head and a shoulder and another shoulder and a drive up. But really, you can tell what it is just by looking at the price action, right? People need visualizations, but price action is price action. You see it happening before it prints. And if it does print the way you saw it happening, then you're, you know, you just won up the market. Now all you got to do is, put it in play.
Because really and truly, those patterns that form, they're just price formation on a different time frame, aren't they? And then when you're recognizing that pattern, it's basically just a way of saying that there's been some kind of confirmation, maybe on a different time frame.
Yeah. It's whatever, however it is easier for you to remember. But I just know that if you're understanding how the candles are printing and what levels are being broken, what price points you've hit, you've tapped, whether it's a wick, a body, or you drove through it,
Yeah,
it becomes a lot easier to trade no matter what way you trade. If you're understanding what's happening candle to
absolutely.
candle. Well, you can utilize whatever. Then after that, you can utilize whatever indicators you want,
Nuances.
whatever
Yeah.
you know, whatever helps you. Great, but you're gonna understand. You're gonna have a much more in-depth understanding of what's happening once you learn to read the candles and the price action, and you're even if you do use indicators, you're gonna probably utilize them in a better way or in a more optimal, more correct way, understanding what's happening on just with the candles. The idea for me though is to just simplify this as much as possible, so this is easy and not a crutch coming in here day in and day out doing this. It's not. It's great, I'd love to show you, that's what I want to make a video on. You don't need to make things hard or difficult to go through, through trading as a really difficult experience. You have to set this up as a simple experience for yourself, and I want to show that through a simple experience you can achieve really big things. Just like going to the gym. You don't need to do every fucking weird exercise out there. You can do the basic exercises and get fucking ripped huge. You do your chest press. You don't need to do 30 variations of the chest press. You can do 2 of them, right? You don't need like 100 variations for your shoulder presses. You just you do one version of the shoulder press and you'll be fine. Like you can achieve massive results, not by doing simple things consistently. Same thing here. You don't need to start adding all the extra weird shit to like everyone. Like your goal is to make money here. You can make money just doing the simplest things. Some people make money doing the difficult things. Great for them. You can make more than you've ever dreamed of, beyond your wildest dreams. It's achievable, and it's also achievable doing the simplest things.
Definitely. I think the biggest thing with trading is like, the over trading, the psychology, just, if you win, you take a win, and that's good. You won that day, you gotta walk away. It's hard for some people in the beginning though, 'cause they just want to keep trading. But you learn
the next
eventually.
3 trades are gonna get you a Lambo. No, once you realize you can win the next 100 trades and still not have your Lambo, you're like, all right, then let's just keep coming here, and one day it'll happen, right? Not one day you're gonna hit a massive trade, but you keep coming in here and win after win after win after win. Yeah, it's just slowly gonna start happening.
I feel like when people begin, they get hung up on trying to flip an account from like 300 to like 10 grand, and they just think that's what they got to do, and then
Yeah.
they can
Not
start trading
realistic.
properly.
Yeah, and then they bounce around from strategy to strategy, like, oh, this is the new thing. Oh, this
Yeah,
is
and
what
then-
I'm
and then-
missing.
And once I've got that much, then I'll trade properly. I feel like that's what they sort of like. I kind of nearly got caught out by that, but I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Not sustainable. It's not to say that like it can't be done. It's just highly unlikely. For the majority, it's not doable.
Well, it's how you look at it as well, isn't it? Like, are you here for 5 minutes, or do you want this to be long term? Because if it's long term, there's no point trying to just rush.
You're not really a
to do
trader
that,
if you're
so.
5 minutes. You're not gonna learn anything in 5 minutes. And you just basically, if you win anything, you hit the lotto. That's it. We're breaking the previous hourly though. Are we yet? No, not yet. This is a nice bottom wick though.
Mm-hmm.
On this hourly, if we start coming back up, flipping.
Yeah, I look for a trade around 9:30 to 10 o'clock because they usually, do like a liquidity grab, come down, make a high or a low around that time.
But the thing is that
Usually.
that's gonna switch. It's been happening for maybe for a couple of weeks, but that's gonna switch up too. Like the time when liquidity comes throughout the year, or when volume shows up throughout the year, it's gonna switch up.
Yeah, it's one of my trade setups I've been practicing for a couple years now. It's just the sessions, the Asia session, New York. Eventually they switch. But they're the best times to trade, when the volume comes in, like Asia, London, and New York.
Pre-London is a good time to trade. Our New York slot is the best time overall on the daily to trade. 6 to 10 a.m. It's the most ideal time. Those 4 hours alone can, change your life.
Yeah.
How was everyone's weekend, by the way?
It's incredible. It's still going. If the Heat win, then it's going to be an even better weekend.
True.
Yeah, Florida's been killing it this year, huh?
Is this the bottom wick we just got here?
Yeah.
4 hour daily, still no bottom wick. It's tough. I don't trust it if we come up here. I still want it to come down more.
Yeah, because the only times it has driven up decently, if that's even a fucking word, is like you're saying from that 77 level, right?
Yeah,
Or
it's
like once it's tapped.
Look, even on the daily, like all the wicks before they drive up here. Forget the 4 hour that we were talking about earlier. Like, look at all these wicks. Where do they go? They go to this area. See, they all tap at least there. Then they all drive. I want to know that the daily flips, grabs liquidity, and then comes back up. I don't want to know that the daily still has a high chance to flip. This is the session so far. Like I said, highly likely we range here because we closed that resistance on the daily. So this is our session. buys off the rip. Yeah, if we drive to 86.79, it'll be off the rip.
Pigs might fly.
Let's see if we can get closures first, because we need these closures. Can do anything for now. Damn, Miami's up 17 on these boys. Yeah, give me 1 sec. Hold on.
The 15's gonna close with no top.
Just like a flat line across there, isn't there?
Got me a cookie.
Is it an edible though?
5 milligrams.
Yeah,
I
I'm
need
afraid
more.
to eat any edible. You can, depending on what it is, you can have a really bad experience or a really good experience.
I have
Depends
one
on
type
your
of experience.
Yeah, depends on your tolerance.
Oh, Butler landed on the ref. That's a tall ref. Butler like 6'6". Standing next to the ref looking him eye to eye. Damn. On down. Like I said, the 4 hours a long candle here. We could see this come down, break the 4-hour lows. And for the next hour or 2 hours, there's a lot of movement we could just spend over here before eventually coming back up above 1983. Jeff doesn't have DirecTV, so he's stuck watching the game at his neighbor's house. I love watching the game with you. You see that commercial? He's at his neighbor's house. The neighbor's like, I love watching the game with you. Get DirecTV. Went on down. Let's go. Break 78. Just break it. Break it now. Give me some excitement. I'm just gonna watch the 1 minute for now.
I always watch the 1 minute.
Oh, we watch the 15-second.
I haven't gone that far yet, but
I mean, the Asian session has been so slow lately that I think the 1 minute for excitement is the perfect solution here.
The 1 minute's the higher time frame.
Yeah, extra high.
Still boring.
yeah.
But if
When
so
the
you know
1
you're
minute is
an
boring,
Asian
yeah.
session when you hit the
Yeah.
1 minute and it's still boring.
It's slow.
Yeah.
For sure.
Don's gonna ask me tomorrow, yo, how is the Asian side? I'm be like, yo, even the 1 minute ranged.
As soon as he says how's Asian, before you even say anything, he's going to do that bit of that smile. He's going to start laughing because he knows what you're going to say.
Well, I know he's creeping. He's always creeping.
He's here right now.
He could be. He's got access. He could be, and I wouldn't even know it.
Yeah. Got aliases.
All good. Coming down. This is good. 79. Another 10 pips. Oh, halftime. Heat up 15 at halftime. It's beautiful. I wonder what Shaq thinks.
Yeah, we just recovered that previous 15-minute wick. Big one.
I think the key is not to concentrate on the smaller time frames here. The key is really to zone in on smaller time frames once the higher time frames are telling you the story. And we need this 4-hour bottom wick. We need the daily flip here. Once that happens, then, you know, it's a 50-50. Do we come back up? Do we continue down? But we need it to happen.
Otherwise, we're just trying to wrestle a trade out of nowhere.
Yeah, otherwise you have no confirmation of direction. You might just get some volume with no confirmation of direction. Barkley said, number one, the refs are awful. Yeah. I don't know, Shaq's rooting. Shaq's got a house in Miami. I know he's rooting for Miami. Uh-oh, my electronic thing died. There goes that. Well, I don't know what to tell you guys.
With the soundboard?
No,
Your vape
my vape
the
died.
has the best thing for it. Right out the window.
I gotta go clean it up. It's my own property right out the window. Damn. I got no choice now. I gotta go roll a joint or something. Give me a sec.
How comes you've been smoking that vape? Do you normally do that? Or are you trying to cut down? What?
No, I don't normally smoke. Normally I smoke either the cannabis vape or my weed, but my girl, she's got a whole bunch of them laying around all over the house, so if I'm not smoking a J. And I don't, lately I haven't bought any oils. Got edibles and flour, and if I'm not smoking that and this is around, lately I've just been grabbing that. It's no good. I cough more from that than I ever do from weed.
Yeah, that's not good. That
Yeah, the vapes. I can't vape. I take one puff. But when you smoke like cigarettes full time and you try to vape, is
I smoke.
you try to smoke it like a vape.
I smoked
Smoke it like a
Newports for
cigarette.
10 years, like back in the
Yeah.
day, the Newports, and those were harsh as hell. Quit. Smoked regular cigarettes for 15 years, and I just one day quit cold turkey. Stop.
just said nah.
It's good when you could smoke weed and not smoke cigarettes. That's always a plus. Every time I smoked weed, I just want to smoke more cigarettes.
I know the feeling though, but not anymore.
It was like drinking, you know. Drinking, you want to smoke a pack.
Need a lighter.
If it breaks that little low, we might actually get a bit of movement.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. If we get some movement in the charts, I might stay a little bit.
The last few streams, I keep falling asleep.
Well, excuse
But
me.
Last one, no, last
Yeah.
one. I woke up and it was one from one of your old streams was playing, and I was really confused. I was like, "What the fuck's going on?"
It's late for you though, isn't it?
Yeah, it was like 4 a.m. or some shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now it's 2:40
Yeah.
a.m.
Right, expect us to come down here.
I'll tell you what it is. It's when you're joining the Zoom and there's no music, because then I normally just chilling, but then it's so quiet. That's what I think I fell asleep. Never mind.
Well, now there's music.
Now there's music, so there's no excuses.
No excuse. That's right. If I'm sleeping, I don't trade at all. Like, if I can't concentrate and really understand what's going on, be locked in,
I normally am.
I just avoid the charts. Well, I normally am too, but it's those few days where you're not. You
Oh,
could
yeah.
just-
Stupid
where you
shit.
could make some awful decisions.
Yeah, I've woken up before like, oh shit, I fell asleep in a trade. Like, oh fuck.
The worst one I found is when you open up the charts and it looks like there's a setup right there, and I just never take a trade straight away, because I just
Yeah.
think because it doesn't matter. You haven't given yourself any time to
Yeah.
just check shit out.
And then you realize it was good.
Or you realize, thank God you did your analysis. Because your ass could have been in some massive drawdown. Regardless, you don't want to have that thank God feeling. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I don't want to go through that shit. Just rather be pretty confident in what I'm doing and then know that the results are, just a direct result of what I've been doing. The outcomes. This has been an ugly range. I think this is where we were when I opened up the charts today. We were at 1979.7.
Well,
right here.
good to be back.
This is where we started our stream. This
Good
exact
point.
price.
I think we'll have a little bit of 10 o'clock volume. At least a little push.
Push or not, we'll see it. We want to push. We want the 4-hour lows, the previous 4-hour lows broken. We want the daily to flip. And only then we can start planning. Remember when I just started? There is no way I'd sit through 2 hours of Asian session and not have it like 5-10 trades in already.
Yeah.
And I couldn't understand how. How the fuck? How you can be here for hours and not have a trade in? What the hell's wrong with you? I'll see. Now I know. Oh shit. Daho. Yeah, sorry gang. I don't want to smoke up the office because little ones are running in and out at the moment. So went outside. The thing is, my outside is about 3 steps.
Didn't get lost then.
Nah. I could literally push off with this computer chair and it would roll me right to my smoking section. What's going on here? Four-hour resistance here, you see. This might be a move for, see, it's holding this resistance on the 4 hours. Might be a move for London. If it ranges here, London will give you an idea. Because if it does close like this, right?
Still bullish.
Well, hold on. Yeah, so if we, what I was gonna say, if we close like this, respecting this resistance, the next 4 hour look like this for London and New York, or set up for sells to come down here. Or you could have the next 4 hour break these highs and set up for buys. So this 4 hour will most likely range for London at a resistance here. And just like we said, it was at a daily resistance as well there. And for London, we might see a daily break of the lows and then a decision whether it's going to continue down or up. It's nice 15-minute range that we just sat through. Asian will pick up again. It's alright. That's what happened last year, and there were a few weeks, quarter 2, quarter 3, where we had no volume in Asia, but then it picked up. Most of quarter 3 and quarter 4, lots of volume. And we had a lot of volume quarter 1 here, so most of the volume right now is in New York. That's why we say New York. You know, that's why we say quarter 2 is really a high volume time, and New York session is the high volume session. Together, it's really time to supercharge your account during the New York session, quarter 2. Yeah, I think if we don't get out of this range or flip on the 4 hour here in the next 10 minutes, next 7 minutes, and we're gonna call it a stream. As always, appreciate all yous coming through. And keep it going, and Asian will pick up. We'll have more positions in Asian.
It's not bad though, really, sitting through this as it is. Like
I used to
because it
sit
still
through
gets
it
you
when
reading price action, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, it's good for you guys. It's really good for your ego, honestly, and to understand how candles print, why they print, and the possible moves that might come out of this. It's really good. But if I, like I said, if I was doing this without streaming right now, I would most
be
likely
asleep.
just, yeah, I would probably look at it right now and realize I'm not coming back here till 1 a.m. I would have probably looked at it half hour ago. Maybe look back here at 10:15.
Yeah.
Realize, you know. But I'll look at it maybe 12:30, 12:45 tonight, and if it's anything, like I said, so far we haven't had anything setting up from Asian into London where I felt like it was worth talking about, or where I was awake and saw it. But if there's gonna be something, I'm not gonna call out a signal, but I'll tell you where I'm looking for positions, and if I get in a position, I'll also say, yeah, I'm getting in a position right here. But right now, there's nothing. The way it's printing, the way it's closing, just range.
What, the hourly?
Just range where we've gone nowhere. The hourly's respecting resistance. So the hourly closes bearish here. I'm going to expect the next hourly to come down, fill the range to 1977, which is when I expect we'll make that bottom wick for the daily. But after that point, it all depends on how the 4-hour will close at 1 a.m. Ooh, that was nasty. That's 20-point lead right now for Miami.
What's that you're watching?
Oh, watching
I was
basketball.
watching I thought you had. Did you have a few different things on at once, or?
NBA playoffs. No, yesterday I was watching. I'm just watching the Heat and the Panthers, the hockey games. So both Florida teams, both Miami teams are in their respective conference finals, and both teams are leading series, and both teams are about to make it to the finals. It's gonna be crazy. South Florida's gonna be crazy. Yeah. I don't know if I'd rather watch this, but a grass grow, a weed grow. It's like watching flies fuck. This is crazy.
Especially
Massive
while they're
action.
on the food as well. How about that? When they really get cheeky.
Cheeky. Fucking candles. The 1 minute's boring. Look at the 1 minute. That's crazy.
The 1 minute's been in a range for your last 20,000 candles when you're trading view
Yeah.
through Asian. What? I know you said it the other day. What was it like? Did you pay 600 or whatever it was for the whole? Was that a year or
Yeah, it
lifetime
came out to
or
like
what?
560 for the year. 570.
Right. And that's the first time you've bought that, is it?
Yeah. Why?
No, I just wondered because I heard you talking about it. I heard you
I never needed it. I
when-
probably wouldn't get it on, but for streaming purposes, it's kind of fucked up if I'm running a stream and there's no
and you're trying to go
information,
back. Yeah.
or there's no information printed. Like, how the fuck am I gonna trade? So I need some info. Like, for my purposes, I could probably go to trading, traders, whatchamacallit, MT5. And,
Yeah.
to the terminal and look at it. But even then, like, honestly, right now, it's so simple. Like, now I got all the candles I need, right? Now it's just, I don't have to worry about it. Even for my own trading, be pretty confident. Taylor means Signal group. I send you a direct message over Discord. There's no Signal group. There's just the Wix9 Discord. The signals are separate. That's Don's thing. You gotta message Don. We discuss a lot of the same positions, but I just don't post the signals even if me and him discuss things. Everything's done from his end. One minute here on the hourly. Looks like it's gonna close bearish. Oof, might close bearish. Above 1980.54. Because if it closes below here, right? Look what last time look what it did last time. It got a closure over there. So if you get a closure below this area, you know, top wick most likely, and you're gonna head down, fill this range. That's gonna be your bottom wick on a daily. Damn. It's one disadvantage of having a pool. There's always mosquitoes in the backyard.
You need a flamethrower then.
Flamethrower. Flamethrower.
You guys have a lot of mosquitoes down there. A lot.
Yeah.
Even by the beach, right?
Yeah, I'm right near the beach. I get a lot of mosquitoes. I fucking swim in off before I
Oh
go
yeah.
there.
I hate mosquitoes.
I walk around with off can.
Yeah. I
Like,
would
that
too.
shit is like my phone, my wallet, and an off can. That's how I leave the house. Phone, wallet, car keys, off can. That's it. Other than that.
And your
that's it.
MT5 in a joint.
No, I don't bring my MT5 with me. I don't put it on my phone or nothing. No. Hey, Sun Assassin. No worries. Thank you for coming through. So we closed bearish, right? We should come down. Fill the range down. Once we do that, if we come back above 83.12 here, I'm gonna look for something like for a similar closure to this, right? Something like this. Close to ride us up here, coming from these areas. But we'll see it happen. We'll see the candle sprint. So the levels are valid. This level's at the moment irrelevant. It's just the 1 hour held resistance here. But for the smaller time frame purposes, these levels are valid. Ideally, buys above 86.8. But we'll see how it forms. All right, I think that's my cue. All right, gang.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be here tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, for Asian session. You guys know the deal. Monday through Thursday, I'll be here for the rest of the evening. You can hop on the Zoom. And for everyone else, I'll be here. Or for anything else, my next time here is tomorrow morning. Be there for Don's stream. I think every single one of you's on there, right? All of you go on Don's stream.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice. All right, we're growing. How many people are in here? 13? Yeah, we had 13 on the Zoom. 11 right now. We're growing. We're gonna have some more positions in Asian sessions. Just let the market cycle a bit. Let the volume times change, and we'll start seeing some positions in Asian. All right, guys. I'm gonna see everybody tomorrow. Be safe. Some wisdom to you all. Thank you for joining me.
See ya
Appreciate all
later.
Yes, later.
Alright.
Thank you for coming through.
No, thank you. See ya.
Later, guys.
Later. Oh, there we go. I think we're making that bottom wick. It's coming down.
That's always the way. As soon as the stream's off, bang.
Yeah, it's gonna flip here on daily. It'd be nice. Just pay attention for that flip and the 4 hour coming back up. So the 4 hour making a bottom wick here and coming back up. Pretty clear drives above 83. All right. Have a good night, everybody. I'll post
See
in
you
the
later.
Discord if anything.